What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new WWE Champions video, and we are finally walking through a winter wonderland within December 2020's What a Year MLC with the all-new 12 Days of Christmas event kicking off. And I am actually all in for this backdrop. Now, personally, after seeing it, I feel that we should have had this backdrop going on since the very start of the month-long contest, but hey, better late than never, right? So take it where we can. I really do enjoy this concept. It's really festive for sure, and it came at the perfect time because we are still in the middle of this MLC, so why not enjoy it while it is here? So again, I say take some screenshots for the memories at least. But champions, and you good old folks over at Scopely, y'all got some explaining to do because, oh no, they went and made a big mo with this event. Now, I'm kind of up in the air at the moment because I really don't know how to feel about it. First and foremost, we got the first set of limited time tours pertaining to the 12 Days of Christmas. A partridge in a pear tree, right? And for a moment, yes, a glimpse, if you were able to hop on, you were able to get bonus points for the milestones by utilizing either Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, or Vince McMahon within the matches. And then, after a couple of hours of being up and available, champions decided to take it down. Now, by the time you watch this video, maybe it's returned. But that was a huge FU to a lot of people within the community because depending on what time zone you're in, you might have been able to capitalize. Like, I genuinely hopped on to do my tour runs, and I came across it, and I was able to get all the bonus points for using all three superstars from the McMahon family. But others, not so much. They literally saw it 1 minute, and then the next minute it was gone. And again, depending on where you live at in the world, you might not have even been able to even do that and capitalize on that. So that was a huge low blow there. But then it gets a little more interesting because, listen, y'all, I know that a lot of people are happy about the prize wall. I know a lot of people are psyched up and hyped up about this prize wall here. But something has been changed. And if you haven't noticed, it's the skill plate. Now, originally, they talked about, hey, you can go ahead and use your medallions to pick up some TP or coins as you see here. Or you could opt for the Aftershock skill plate and the 3-star gold Vader with the Santa gear. However, they've swapped out the Aftershock skill plate and put in the cheap shot one. Now, I'm not against it because it's still a skill plate, but it kind of threw me off and left a sour taste in my mouth because a lot of people were looking forward to that Aftershock skill plate. And yeah, there's some murmurs going around in the rumor mill that, hey, the Aftershock skill plate might show up later on in the week before the conclusion of the contest. That could be a possibility because, like I always say, things are subject to change. But when you have it up on your blog, and now we're learning, hey, don't always go by what the blog says, right? When you have it like that, and you got people now like programming their mind to stack up to either get Vader in his Santa Claus gear or the Aftershock skill plate that a lot of people probably really needed, this now just takes that out of the equation. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the cheap shot skill plate. It still has a solid ability that can help you out. I'm not taking nothing away from that. But I even combed through the milestone rewards, and maybe I'm pulling a Stevie Wonder right now, and I'm not seeing it, but people were saying, oh, the Aftershock skill plate's been moved to the milestone rewards. I didn't come across it. All I came across was the cheap shot here, and I believe they got the Escape Artist skill plate in the milestones. So, kind of ruffled my feathers the wrong way, you know? And it's sad because the red and green skill plate going with the Santa Claus Vader, it made it an interesting situation because, like I said before, you're not losing, you're not missing out. But now that the Aftershock skill plate has been gone, a pretty top-notch skill plate for any account to have, and it's been replaced with a pretty base skill plate and cheap shot, which could still help out with certain units. I'm not going to take away from that either. Now it pretty much makes it crystal clear what you're going to save your medallions up for. Unless you need a new skill plate and you're going to go with cheap shot here, or unless they decide to swap out the Aftershock for later on. Aside from that, though, it looks like everyone's basically going to be picking up Vader in his Santa Claus gear. And, again, it's a good look. There's not no way around that, but I was really looking forward to that Aftershock skill plate, man. I really freaking was. And now, it looks like I'm going to be with, like everybody else, whether I like it or not. Looks like I'm picking up Vader in the Santa Claus gear. So, ho, 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 and Merry Christmas and all that. But, yeah, we're off to a rough start with this one. I mean, hey, if I had to choose, I would say just keep the background the way it is. It should have been like that from the start. But man, it just sucks that every time you get some new content, there's small subtle things that can just rub you the wrong way, especially if you got an eye for it. Some players, not trying to knock you, a lot of y'all are pretty oblivious to some of the bullshit that happens in the game, and it isn't until someone genuinely puts it up in front of your face that you're aware of the issue. And then there's others like me that now it's like, I'm not even trying to look for the problems. I just come across it and I'm like, dude, this ain't cool. False advertising. You said one skill plate was going to be there. You took it out, put another skill plate in there. I mean, at least you're still keeping your word that there's a skill plate there. And, now everybody's looking at the situation like the bonus points. Some people got away with it. I was able to capitalize. And then I'm thinking that some of my teammates from the UK or whatnot, they probably slept right through it. They were working through their shift or whatnot and didn't have a clue. And so when they woke up and they realized, oh wait, there were supposed to be bonus points, how does that make you feel? Some things that Champions does, it's like, why can't everything just be good? Why does it always got to be 50-50 booking? Why does it always got to be a little bit of good and a little bit of bad? Why can't it just be 100% good? And that's the thing that's really like mind-boggling to me. But I'm hoping that everything works out for people. I know that other people were having other issues with offers within the store. They were supposed to get feature bags that were going to provide them with additional resources. And then when they made the purchase, the additional resources didn't pop up. So that's more tickets going out to Scopely support. That's more issues and problems being posted up on their official forum. So it's kind of like, man, can they just get something right? Like, we're in the festive part of the year, regardless if you do Christmas or not. It's like everyone has different traditions that they abide by and live by. You know, nothing wrong with keeping traditions alive. And this is the holiday season, you know, the holiday spirit. And when you think that Champions has gotten everything all lined up properly, they pull some BS on us. And the only people that lose out in the end is obviously the players, the community. Each and every single one of you and my beloved #Champions fam. And that's not right, because I've seen it within my faction. I'm sure other factions are doing it. Many people are buying up those offers, you know, giving people those gift boxes to do some pulls for free that came at a cost. And then you got all this stuff going on. Some people getting the offers and not getting what they're supposed to get, the respective items out of it. Then you got the whole bonus character thing. If you're going to have bonus characters for content, then leave them there. There's no need to remove them. And no one has time to hear a BS excuse. Now, granted, I'll give kudos. Like, okay, community managers listening, the people at Scopely are listening to the problems, and now they're aware of the situation. Whether they resolve it or not is a whole other thing. We could easily get to the conclusion of this contest and, hey, they didn't put the bonus characters back in. Or maybe it wasn't intentional. But there has to be a middle ground here. There has to be a path of understanding for both sides, so that way we can all walk away knowing, hey, don't get your hopes up. Something else can change. Something else can happen. But all in all, I just throw my hands up and just hope for the best. So I hope y'all are enjoying the brand new backdrops to our matches. They're really dope. Not taking nothing away from it. I really do like it. They went full on in with this, and I got no problems with it. And I hope for future years of WWE Champions when it comes to this year, this part of the year, that we see some more creative backgrounds and themes for these MLCs and these types of contests. I'm all in for that. But when it comes to this prize wall, the way I was hyping it up, now I feel like a damn fool. Because I literally thought they were going to keep it like that. But I also have to remember what I always say. Things are subject to change, and that's what they did. They chose to change it. I don't see the Aftershock skill play anywhere. If you see it in your milestones, maybe it's a league thing. Maybe they fully removed it. But the only ones I came across were the cheap shot one as well as the escape artist one. And some people, like I said, people are saying, hey, the Aftershock will return. I'm kind of hesitant about it because more than likely if they put the effort to take it out, they're not going to put forth the effort to put it back in. So it is what it is. But might as well say it now to everybody. Early congrats to your brand new 3-star gold Vader as well as his Santa Claus gear. Or kudos to you picking up 800 dupes of Vader that you can use for a future Talent Up contest and getting his gear to help out with the +3 for his green MP. So at the end of the day, half full, half empty. Which side are you on? But always remember this. Hey, yo. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you and my beloved #champions fam. Let me know your thoughts about this hiccup within the contest. The first day. The second day hasn't even officially kicked in yet, but it is on its way. Let's see how things go. Are they going to have bonus characters for this next round of tours or not? Let's just see how everything unfolds and just play the patient card and do what you feel moves you. I've seen a lot of people doing some pulls and getting mad lucky with them, and I've seen people picking up some solid offers to help them with the progression of their rosters and accounts. So at the end of the day, as long as you win, I am happy for you. But I still feel bad for the simple fact that it feels like we got the short end of the stick when it comes to the prize wall. Even though we got these glorious graphics in the game to celebrate and commemorate this moment of time of the year, I don't think it's enough. And Champions has done this before. And it's not a good feeling to know that a game that you invest in, whether free to play or pay to play, you know, gasses you up, gets you hyped, gets you all in for something. And then you get the release of it and it's crystal clear that, oh, this is definitely going to be a pay-to-win scenario, isn't it? Yeah, and not everybody's got that kind of disposable income laying around, especially around these holiday times. So just take it with a grain of salt and hope for the best and just don't get drunk off the eggnog and don't smoke too much mistletoe. So with that being said, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure to share it as well. And if you haven't, but you rock with the content from yours truly, the bad guy at WWE Champions, Zeke 4-0, please subscribe to the channel as well as hit that bell for all future notifications from yours truly. And until next time, y'all, let's just chop it up. Were you able to capitalize on the bonus points for using Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, as well as Mr. McMahon? Were you one of the many that missed out on that opportunity? What are your thoughts about them switching up the skill plates? Even though we got this cool backdrop for our matches, what are your thoughts about them switching things up with the skill plate from the Aftershock to Cheap Shot? And I get it, a lot of people can say, well, technically, it isn't really messing anything up because it isn't as if you logged into the game and it was initially Aftershock and then it got switched to Cheap Shot. Okay, you got a valid point. But still, the false propaganda. You were, you know, advertising one thing and then we got something completely different and more than likely you're not going to do nothing about it. So, you know, I still look at that as a slight to the community and a slight to the players who are probably looking at it like, yeah, I've been sitting here waiting for this skill plate so I can put it on so-and-so, etc., and then lo and behold, oh, damn, well, never mind, so much for that. Looks like it's Santa Claus Vader for me. But let's just chop it up. Didn't mean for this to be too long. And until next time, stay tuned. Peace!